Okay, I guess we're live again. It looks like we have a volume level. You can see if I bring that microphone just a little bit closer. Hello, world. Planet Earth, that is. I guess to all friendlies and non-friendlies. That's hard to define because most people probably don't know me, so... I'm a good person and I believe in good things, and the lack of fascism, suppression of truth, tyranny, subjugation, violent means to enforce your belief system, all of these, I think you get the idea. If you don't, think about it. Anyway, here we go. Today, July 26, 2012. A little bit past the halfway point for 2012, which a lot of people say is going to be a big year. And so far, I'd say it's been a big year. For me personally, it's been a good year. I've enjoyed it quite a bit. Things are going well. There's always change, but I like change. And hopefully, if you make the best of it, it doesn't get the best of you. Alright, so having said all that, one of the things I've done a while ago, over several years ago, I got rid of television. And I was born a television junkie. My dad worked at General Electric. He made televisions, and so my entire life I grew up watching television. I mean, from birth, from the moment I can remember, it was there. And that included all the Walter Cronkite things. And I was born in '68, so JFK, Martin Luther King was right before I was born, and then everything after, I don't know. I mean, up until a point you don't remember anything, so. And what is that point? Everybody else could tell me if they can remember clearly their first memory, and then what exact age they were, and what exact day and point in their life. And before that, why don't they remember anything? Anyway, that's not to the point. However, I'm going to take my time here. I've got iShowU set up. I paid for it, and I have a channel on YouTube. And I've never really used it. This will really be the first time. And it's a little bit past 9 o'clock in the evening. I've had a couple brews and brew beers. I was trying to decide which word to use. I think I was going to go with beers, and then I thought brew. And then I thought, no, go back to beer. No, use brew. And that all happened within a microsecond. Anyway, we shall move forward from there and go to the moon. And I'm not really kidding when I say that, because the nature of the video I'm going to make, and well, this will more than likely be the very first video of a series, and the series will cover, to start with, moon imagery analysis. The analysis of imagery of the moon. And that's something I just did for the first time today, a few hours ago. And after I did that, I took a break and did some other stuff. Worked on my bike, got the brakes fixed, repaired the hydraulic brake system on my mountain bike, which is now working good. So happily gonna move forward, but stop when I want to. But I'm not going to hit finish right yet. What I'm going to do is tell you real quickly what I discovered when I went to look at the moon was that the colors on it were available on websites that you could download imagery from a reputable governmental source that could legitimately control, orbiting satellites that were launched to the moon. The USGS, NASA, so on and so forth. So I did that, got those. I personally have a legitimate scientific background, and I did Department of Defense secret work, secret imagery analysis, aerial reconnaissance imagery analysis, for years, for almost 4 years. And then I left, whatever. That's another story, but I'm qualified. I'm pretty good, actually. I'm probably better than a lot. Who's to say? Anyway, I'm good. I'm good. I'm qualified. I know what I'm talking about. However, I invite anybody, one of the reasons to post what I'm about to talk about is to, I don't want to invite any conflict. I want to invite intelligent and rational conversation amongst people that are interested and are not necessarily qualified but care. They're not spouting off for no reason, and we'll leave it at that. So I'll give some of my opinion, and I'm not going to really go into the details as to why I'm qualified or like specifics about myself. That's not really important. I'll just share the information, and I think it'll speak for itself. It's a fairly simple level of analysis. I didn't go into anything complicated. I'm mathematically and scientifically qualified to do so, but I'm not going to do that. I don't think it's necessary to explain what I've just found. With that said, let's see if this works. I don't know. I'm using iShowU for the first time. What I want to do, I'll just do this. Let's see here. What we need is Photoshop. I've already processed some moon imagery. We're gonna, it's all about the moon right now. That's what I was looking at. And while Photoshop opens, it's just about I took some of the moon imagery, read what it represented, and the scale per pixel, which is on the order of 0.5 kilometer to 1 kilometer, to give everyone an idea if you can translate that in your head. And if Photoshop will open with what I've just looked at, we'll take a look. Basically, I did some very simple imagery analysis. Let's see if open recent. Yeah, there we go. The near side, this is it. So I guess we're still recording. Here's here's where it gets interesting. If you're still watching this, I don't know how many minutes it's been, and I'm certainly rambling and going nowhere, but to a certain extent, that's for a reason. Because I need to play some music. I'm actually also testing you. I want to see if you're going to stick around, because when I show you what I've saw, what I think you're going to be interested in this. Let's see if we can get some music going, though. And I own this music, just to clarify, for copyright, whatever. It's my personal music collection. I'm just going to play it, and it's going to be in the background, and I'm going to talk. So that's an original recording, and it's really focused on the conversation I'm having with whoever may be watching this, which might legitimately be nobody. It's possible nobody ever watches this, and that's fine. It's still kind of fun. It's fun to know I'm recording right now. And once again, I'm testing you. The audience that just heard me say that, if you just heard me say I'm testing you, it's because I would like to share some information, and I'd like to share it with people who are interested enough to pay attention enough to stick with this. I'm going to start some music, and I'm going to go to the moon photographically, and share with you what my first image analysis ever as a trained scientific image analyst. I did algorithm development, actually, but that's the same thing, ostensibly. Anyway, music. Let's find some iTunes. See if this records my iTunes launch. I think we need to go to the other window. It's already opened. Or is it? Alright, let's try this. No, it's not open. I want some tunes. I could go to public radio, but then they go to the public news, which I've stopped listening to. I can't take it. I know it's such propaganda. I've studied it. It goes back at least to the well, it goes back forever. Since written language, there's been propaganda. There's even been storytelling propaganda before written language. So, you know, who can say how far back it goes? All right, let's see some music. It's random. Mr. Zappa, Uncle Remus is going to be our first. Hey, I got, if you can see, 12,863 songs, and it's random. This is the random thing. That blue arrow that crosses over, that means random. And if I loop it, that makes no difference, because it's going to take 37 days, 53.60 gigabytes to repeat a single song that's in this personal collection that I've established through a lot of diligent hard work. Okay, having said that, that's not quite loud enough. Let me turn it up, and we're gonna go to the moon, the near side, the one we can see from Earth. That's better. Frank, you were a good man, I'm pretty sure, although I never met you. Hopefully you weren't like evil. I'm pretty sure you weren't, but how could I know? Anyway. Well, I won't say anyway again. That was my last anyway. In case you've noticed, I've said that too many times, and that's not normal. I try not to repeat specific words or word patterns. I find that to be soft, lazy language. I like language. I like words. My diction is greater than thesaurus. No, Roger's got it all over me. Nonetheless, I still have some good diction once in a while. And let's go to the moon, Photoshop style. Perhaps I need a new window. I don't even know what's being recorded here. Let me stop this, and for those that are really interested, you gotta watch the next video, and then we'll get there. And I gotta find the right window to stop the recording. I'm not even sure. There's my compression deal. iShowU. Alright, we gonna finish now. You ain't even seen the moon yet. Sorry. I'm not really teasing you. Hopefully I can have 1 or 2 people, maybe more, that will stick with me and go to the next video. See you.